Hello everyone, how is it going? Scrembo here from Emotional Crypto Trading. Welcome to a very interesting day in the space of crypto, where the market cap is about to touch $600 billion for the entire space, 150 billion 24 hours volume. Bitcoin, it's been going on the all-time high position. We're talking about a 7.28% increase in the last 24 hours, 11.52 within the last 7 days. Bitcoin has been spiking today. The entire market is looking for following, but we're in a very spicy area where things are extremely volatile, and trading based on pure and real data is something very difficult. On the other side of things, handling leverages during this highly volatile period is a type of trading that needs tight and very close to our entry stop losses. Now, in order to proceed and do such trading, you would need to be careful on the entries because the risks involved are very high at these levels. Now, once the market is going to settle down and range a little and find some support and show us basically a bottom, then things are going to be different. But now, it seems like the market is pretty wild, and there is the emotional type of FOMO trading, which is making people to jump in without a serious reason. Going towards the BTC, well, it's not that easy that it just broke all-time high and you're jumping into, as the market can very easily retreat at any point till a support level from where I believe people should go long as soon as they have security with that. And one of the things that I'd like to point out is we had this huge massive movement today, which all has happened within 10 minutes after the breakout of this top, right? So that was the previous all-time high. Once we got out of that, in 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, we were already up to 20,714. We're looking at the 4-hour candlesticks, which is a longer term perspective. And I'm going to zoom in. We've got three blue zones right here, which are representing heavy price action zones that showed us so far strong resistance until today. Today, we were some kind of getting supported from the previous resistance line, which starts from that top. That's the previous all-time high. So the previous resistance line supported us over there. But we had the biggest resistance in front of us, plus this line right here, which is a median resistance line at the moment, has been activating against us just like that within the past hours. Now, the markets successfully discovered support on the lower highs pattern. And I'm sorry, that's actually the opposite way. It's a higher lows pattern. So the market have discovered support over there and slowly pushing it up. The first move we did brought us up to 19,856. It brought us pretty strongly, basically, above the resistance level where we have closed. And again, this is all spots where you can expect sell-off, where you can expect resistance stepping in, where you can expect the volume to turn against from a minute to the other, which means that to enter in such highly dangerous positions is never ever backed up by the data. It is only backed up by the FOMO. Like, I'm not really interested in that kind of a trading because it's not possible to be profitable on long term by handling that kind of behavior. So obviously this kind of situations when things are not settled out needs to be avoided. A very good entry is here. It is there as well. And you can talk about certain good entries once the market settles down and shows proper data. Now here at the top, it was very dangerous due to the fact that you're already trading within the resistance area. Take a look what has happened in the past at that level. We have crushed it like that. And the same thing has been happening here too. From that kind of zone in area, we're simply coming back to 17,600. Now we're above 2,600. This is quite interesting because the market have moved within the last 5 days 17.33%. Nothing to worry about crypto space. And for those of you thinking that if you miss this movement, you're gone, you're no longer able to make money, well, don't worry about it. This kind of movements, as long as you didn't enter at those times, which have been for swing trading pretty profitable in a good representation, well, as long as you didn't enter there, it's very hard to make money out of these situations without risking more than the profit probabilities, which is not my suggestion and the way of trading that I would look for. Now, we have many places where we could retrace. For example, this guy right here, that's where we could retrace, get some support going on, and see what's happening. It's 20,700. The market has been going up to 20,800. We had a Fibonacci level over there, which has been grabbed, an extended Fibonacci. The markets can very easily retouch the green line, get certain support and stay above it. Once that is confirmed, that you can go long once again, that you can consider trading. Now, if this line is lost, then you have to see how the previous resistance zone is going to act, which can be supporting you. You can retouch the line, get resistance, and fall back. Or otherwise, the continuous pumping movement is something. Look at that. Just a couple of seconds ago, we were 20,700, and now we're 20,650. Like $50 decrease in 5 to 10 seconds. This is the behavior of the BTC at the moment, which on leverage represents quite a lot, guys. So it's not a joke to be leveraging out in this FOMO periods, especially with the emotional type of trading where you just buying because you're afraid not to miss out on great profits. A professional trader is never ever afraid of this kind of things, and it's not getting involved in this kind of things at this times. If you want to trade, you definitely need to buy a lot earlier. Now, but again, it's a calculation you always have to do, and I'm definitely suggesting the educational part, which needs to be done first. That can be discovered at scrembocoaching.com. What we're presenting here on YouTube is a level of beginners to understand the market, language, and behavior. And for someone that is looking to become a professional trader, a deep education needs to happen. Make sure to check out everything on scrembocoaching.com. A video is explaining it here, everything else on the side as well. Sign up now, and I'm going to get back to you with a response. We can have a free Skype call conversation where I can explain you how it works. If you're really interested, this is going one-on-one with me for anyone which is very serious about it and it's tired and sick of losing money out there. So this is where we are, guys. Quite interesting. Now, moving up, $21,000 is massive resistance. There's actually two resistances. The end of the current wick plus the 21,000. Shorting it from now is again something very hard to be doing because the wick that we're having is not that kind of a long, and there's many bulls which are still buying into right now, because otherwise, what the market would have done? Simply crashed and print a huge wick, at least to that level, right? So from the top to that level, a huge wick would deny about 40% of the candle. If the selling pressure would have been existent and it would have been bigger, would have denied. That denial does not happen. So it means there's still power. Going long from here, it's very hard. It's nonsense. You need a base. Once you get the base, you can trade it. Like, you gotta wait it out and make sure that you know how to trade. Of course, guys, you definitely need to go through a process of gaining experience on the market with lower amounts and making sure that everything you're doing is correct. That's why we have created the one-on-one coaching where I'm taking people by hand and showing every single thing step by step. It's going live one-on-one with me. Great. So, I have a big problem. And I'm very sorry that we've got majority of the people that are contacting me are losing money big time on the market. And then they're thinking about getting some education going on, which is a little problematic because it's the opposite way that it should be. First, you want to learn not to lose money out and then start basically making money on the markets. Great. So that's where we are right now. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the like button. For those of you which are very enthusiastic about this level, as soon as you are having certain swing trades that you open like a week ago or so, and you were holding through your positions and rebuying and re-adding to your position at certain times, it is a beautiful breakout, which was more likely impossible to predict until the candlestick has started to spike and we went above the previous high. That was the only time you could have entered somewhere here. But again, you got to keep it in mind that the FOMOs are very, very dangerous, and they're usually costing us a lot more than they're benefiting. So I would definitely suggest to protect yourself against such things. All right, guys. Well, meet you up on scrembocoaching.com for those of you which are interested. And then we'll talk to you soon.